Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered how all those planets stay in perfect motion? Why doesn't Earth crash into the sun or drift away into deep space? What keeps everything in this cosmic harmony? Today, we're diving into one of the most beautiful and mind-opening questions in astronomy. Why do planets orbit the sun? And don't worry, we're going to break it down in a way that makes sense to every curious mind, no matter your age or background. So take a deep breath, look up, and let's travel into the universe together. Why do planets orbit the sun? Let's begin by imagining something very simple. You're holding a small stone tied to a string, and you're spinning it around in a circle above your head. The stone keeps moving in a circle, not because it wants to, but because the string is holding it, constantly pulling it inward, preventing it from flying away. Now, replace that stone with a planet, and replace your hand with the sun. The string? That's invisible. But it's gravity. And this is how planets orbit the sun. What is an orbit? An orbit is simply a path that one object takes around another. In our case, it's the path a planet takes as it goes around the sun. But this path isn't random. It's the result of a beautiful balance between two forces. 1. The planet's forward motion. And 2. The sun's gravitational pull. It's kind of like if you were running forward and someone was gently pulling you sideways with a rope. You wouldn't run in a straight line or fall toward them. You'd start to curve around them. That's exactly what's happening in space. Why is the sun at the center? The sun is huge, much bigger than any planet. In fact, it holds more than 99% of all the mass in our entire solar system. Because it's so massive, it has the strongest gravity of all the objects in the solar system. You could say it's the boss of gravity in our neighborhood. Gravity is a force that pulls objects together. The more massive something is, the stronger its gravity. So the sun's gravity is powerful enough to pull and keep all the planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and beyond, spinning around it. What keeps the planets from falling into the sun? This is the real mystery for many people. If the sun is pulling everything toward itself, why don't the planets just fall in? The answer lies in motion. Planets are not just sitting still, they're moving forward through space at incredible speeds. For example, Earth travels around the sun at about 107,000 kilometers per hour. Imagine riding in a car that fast. You'd feel like you were flying. Now picture this. If there were no gravity from the sun, the planet would just shoot off in a straight line, endlessly. But the sun is pulling on it constantly, so the planet's path bends inward. And this constant tug and move forward creates a stable orbit, like a dance between two partners where one leads with gravity and the other follows with motion. A delicate balance in the cosmos. The entire solar system runs on this balance, gravity pulling in, motion pushing forward. If a planet moved too slowly, it would fall into the sun. If it moved too fast, it would break free and drift away into space. But the planets have just the right speed to stay in orbit. This isn't just luck, it's the result of millions of years of natural shaping, cosmic collisions, and fine-tuning by the universe. Why is this so beautiful? Because it's a reminder that balance is everywhere, even in the stars. This invisible connection between the planets and the sun is silent, constant, and precise. Every moment of every day, the Earth is moving in a perfect curve around the sun, without strings, without engines, without sound. Just a perfect, silent harmony of forces that began billions of years ago. In a way, it mirrors our own lives. We also move forward, pulled by responsibilities, dreams, or relationships, sometimes feeling pressure, sometimes in flow. But it's the balance that keeps us on track. So, why do planets orbit the sun? Because the sun's gravity is pulling them in, and their speed is keeping them from falling. Like a dance of motion and force, the planets follow a path shaped by nature's invisible hand. It's not magic, but it sure feels magical when you think about it. Next time you look up at the sky, remember, you're standing on a planet that's moving around the sun right now, faster than a speeding bullet, held by gravity, part of a cosmic story billions of years old. Isn't that amazing? Thanks for joining me on this journey through space and understanding. If you enjoyed this explanation, don't forget to share it with someone who loves the stars just as much as you do. Until next time, stay curious and keep looking up.